Chief, welcome to yet another video. I'm kind of tired. I've been doing knotless braids basically since 10:30 a.m. this morning. I finished at 5 p.m. Right now it's almost 6, and this is all I've eaten today. I've been fasting. It's a concrete, it's called a signature turtle. It has some what are those things? Pecans. It has vanilla. It has some caramel. It's really good. But anyway, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna do this video and help somebody out there. Please, if you're new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, join the family, like the video to share it to more people, leave your comments, and let's go on. So the title of today's video is doing different things, especially delivery, like really did help me to break out of narcissistic abuse. I mean, I'm really grateful to God. Like, I sit here today, we're in December 2024, and just looking back on my life, you know, they always say like that hindsight is 2020. So as I sit here, I'm so thankful to God for all the different ways that He has given me to make money. I'm able to do delivery pretty much every day, and make money from it. I do DoorDash right now and roadie, and I do hair. I still do hair here and there, not all the time, because it was beginning to put a little bit of strain in my back. So the stand-in like for hours. But I know it was by God's grace that I was able to break out of healthcare. The devil wanted to use family members, my mother especially, to keep me bound to nursing. But my spirit completely rejected nursing. It was not for me. I didn't like consistently being around the sick. You know, it made me feel unwell. I hated all the bureaucracy and all the cattiness, backbiting, and all the crap that was going on there. It just overwhelmed me, you know. And I think back on like my life since I broke away from narcissistic abuse. How would my life have been if I had a set schedule, you know, that I had to be, you know, at like work, and sometimes my kids would miss the bus, sometimes something would happen in the morning that I would have to drop them off at school, and I was like, how would my life be if I had to be at a certain place, you know, at a certain time specified, like otherwise, you know, I would get in trouble or something. And I was just looking back on my life, like God really directed me to leave nursing. If I had not obeyed God, and that's why obedience is better than sacrifice. If I had not obeyed God and left nursing when I did, and just focused on starting my own businesses, I had a mobile hair business, which I still do from time to time. I'm doing the delivery, and I'm just so happy and grateful to God for the delivery, because I can turn on my apps anytime I want it. At a point I was doing like 5 apps. I was doing Grubhub, I was doing DoorDash, Instacart, roadie, then I was doing Deliver That, which is like catering. So I don't do that as much because they kind of like change the way they kind of like they do it, and I wasn't getting as much around me. I was getting like far away, and they weren't paying as much, so I kind of like turned it off. But I mean, just having all those like different avenues of being able to earn money, you know, and take care of myself and my children, you know, my family, it just literally allowed me to break out of narcissistic abuse. By the way, I got this from Freddy's. So they have like one of the best signature turtle concretes. So yeah, if not for obedience, I would never have been able to break out of narcissistic abuse. So working for myself, being my own boss, literally, so having that independence and not having anybody looking over my neck, not having anybody that I had to beg and plead with if I had to stay home for whatever reason, to take care of personal affairs, for whatever reason, if I had to stay in a little bit during the day and maybe just go work and do my delivery later on, like I didn't have to be held by anybody else's schedule. I didn't have to be controlled, you know, or manipulated, you know, because there's a lot of manipulation that goes on in 9 to 5. And I really honestly feel that my first step in breaking out of narcissistic abuse was breaking out of narcissistic workplaces, because I saw a lot of narcissistic tendencies and cutthroatness and backbiting, and like it was like literally like narcissism like 101. I saw all of that in healthcare. You know, there was many days that I would just go home and just cry and just be so frustrated, you know. And my narcissistic ex, along with my mother, you know, my father really, you know, also wanted to try to keep me trapped. And I realize now, hindsight being 2020, that if I had not breaking out and just said, you know what, let whatever be, just whatever it is, just let it be, I would not be where I am now. I would definitely not be where I am now. So, you know, and that's a lesson, you know, when God wants to move you to the next level, he needs you to take that step of faith and just trust him. You know, people say trust the process. No, I believe it's not just trusting the process. Trust in the Lord, okay? And believe that he will see you through. He will help you to break out. You know, he will help you not just only to break out, but to stay out. But you have to understand that he has your back, that he has the final say, that he will help you. He will meet you exactly where you're at. You know, a lot of people in my family looked down on me, and I was literally told by a member of my family that I would never amount to anything, because unless I went back to nursing, I would never thrive, I would never succeed. The devil was using all these people to keep me in a trap. And I realize now that if I had listened, yes, I've had struggles, you know, but it's gotten better. I did a video yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, I put out a video saying it really does get better. And it really has gotten better. Putting Christ as the forefront, or at the forefront of my life, he's guided me. He's brought somebody else into my life that is so much, I mean, like, brings me so much joy. I mean, I bless God for the day I met him. You know, he's just like been such a positive change in my life. I mean, look, I went to go do hair today for like 6.5 hours. I started at 10:30 and I ended at 5. He called me twice. He called me like right shortly, a little bit after I started, maybe an hour after I started, and then he called me right before I finished, twice. My narcissistic ex, I could be I could be out from morning, especially towards the end, till the night, till 10:30 at night, and he wouldn't even call to see if I was alive, you know. So I digress. But God has really helped me through like deliveries and just like really just working for myself, being my own boss. You know, God has really helped me to use that as a key, as a tool, or as a bridge to be able to break out of narcissistic abuse. You know, there's some days that my children might miss the bus, or something might happen in the morning that I'll have to drop them off, or just one thing or the other. And I'll say to myself, oh my goodness, if I was working like a 9 to 5 or 8 to or 7 to 3 or whatever, how would I have been able to cope? You know, and each and every week I just see my income increasing, that God just continues to bless me, you know, and I just really see the hand of God upon my life, you know. And then also I'm able to come here on YouTube and share my journey, share my, you know, put insight on exactly how I've been able to thrive, you know. And by the way, I have a stand store whereby I have a course, you know, teaching people, especially in the United States. If you're interested, if you're someone that is trying to break out of narcissistic abuse, you have a car, if you have a car, or right now I have a minivan, and then I have a pickup truck, okay? All right, and so I'm able to pick up like large deliveries, longer deliveries. So my pickup truck, the span of the width or the length is about 96 inches, you know. So if I have like longer loads, you know, bigger, I can take them, doors, you know, heaters and things like that. And typically those pay you a lot more for just really short, like you can get like $45 for like going like 4 or 3 miles, even 1 mile, you know. So that has allowed me to be able to make that money, and not have to depend on a 9 to 5, not have to worry about somebody breathing down my neck. God has really been good. So I've been able to actually mix up all these different things to be able to, with the hair, I started a middleman business. I'm not doing that as much. It was a middleman cleaning business because there's another business that I started, but I want to kind of like focus on. I'm trying to get that off the ground, you know. But regardless, all these doors of opportunity open first and foremost when I decided that, you know what, I was not gonna live my life according to what other people think that was success. I've been made to feel like I was the lowest of the low because I was doing hair. You know, my family, because a lot of them are in healthcare, you know, whatever, they have this mindset that if you're doing like anything related to beauty, that it's for people that are uneducated. Like they're very, very uninformed, you know. And you know, it's just like, it's really bad, you know. It's really, really bad, like the mindset that they have, you know. But the fact that I didn't allow myself to, you know, fall into a trap, you know, with that mindset that they have, like, oh, you know, that's for lower, you know, people that do this, and like really, really just like not right, you know. And it's just like, it make no sense. But irregardless, God has blessed me. God is establishing me more and more each and every day, with my endeavors, with my businesses, you know, helping me raise my children. All my children are in high school, you know, and my prayer is that they will finish well, and not just do things that other people, family members want them to do. Like my daughter is she's a senior in high school, and my mother she sends them money from periodically, and she was like, when we went for their house, to my parents for Thanksgiving, my mother was trying to like put pressure. My mom is a narcissist, like class A narcissist, okay, like textbook narcissist, and she was trying to put pressure on her, like asking her, you know, what does she want to do, that she should go and be a doctor, that this and that, just making all these comments, you know. And it was putting pressure on my daughter. I told my daughter to go ahead and block her, just block her, because, you know, and send her money back. because at the end of the day, that money is gonna she's gonna end up using that money to buy you and control you, and you're not gonna have your own over your own life, and this is your life, in as much as you pick something, and to be honest with you, a lot of these kids going into college don't even know what they want to do. They're gonna accumulate all this debt, and at the end of the day, a lot of them are not even gonna get a job in that field, so it's like I'm more into teaching them how to make money apart from a 9 to 5, teaching them how to fend for themselves, learn different ways to start different businesses, get an LLC, and just live life apart from a 9 to 5, so that they're not stuck. They're not in bondage to the whole 9 to 5 lifestyle. Because especially for someone that wants to be a mother, like I'm a mother of 3 teenagers, and have kids. I mean, of course, be a mother, and just be able to take care of your kids. So not just have them, because a lot of people have them, but they barely see their kids. They're always working and all of that. But it's like, have them, but also be able to take good care of them, see them, and all of those different things. So, I mean, if you're interested in how I was able to break out of this whole 9 to 5, or the whole rat race, and work for myself, the apps that I recommend, or that you could possibly use, and all those different things, if you're interested, please go ahead and go to I'll leave a link in the description that you can go to my stand store, and it's called How to Quit Your 9 to 5 and Make a Full-Time Income with Your Car. If I could do it, you can as well. I make a full-time income, able to pay my bills, take care of my children, and just have time to go to church on Sundays, not have to worry about having to work every other weekend, or even in home health. I was having all these clients that were unappreciative, and just all kind of crazy stuff. But I give God glory for His grace, and for the strength that He gave me, and to just break out of narcissistic abuse with workplace, and with my personal life, with my ex, and even with family members. So delivery literally allowed me to do that. Being my own boss literally allowed me to do that. Okay, so I mean, if you're right now, you're stuck and you don't feel like there's any other way that you can escape, maybe you've been a stay-at-home mom, if you're able to do delivery, they don't ask for much, just like maybe a clean driving record, maybe 2 years or so, and I mean, just background check, and you can get started. I mean, you can get started. You can see what else that you can be able to do to bring in income. Like, what is your passion? Do you love to do makeup? Can you whatever it is, if you can promote yourself, make some cards, pass it out like around places around you, live it in, leave them in like places around you, you can definitely thrive. Okay, because this is our time to thrive. This is our time to make it. Being stuck in narcissistic abuse, whether it's workplace or in your personal life, it's no way to live your life. It's like you're dead before you're dead. You're just existing. You're not living. You're not happy. And that's no way to live. Okay, so it's possible to break out, just like I did. Okay, I'm 1 year and 9 months now, plus, free of the narcissist that I was married to. He's in another state now, so I give God glory. I don't pray for him to come back. The first time he left, I prayed for him to come back, because I thought that it would be better for the kids. But the kids don't need anybody like that around them. They don't. That is inconsistent. That they don't need that. They don't need that kind of parent. So I hope this video finds you well. It's possible to break out. Just put your faith in God. And if you're watching this video right now, you don't know Christ, ask him to come into your heart, Ask him to forgive you. Ask him to become the Lord of your life. Ask the Holy Spirit to come in, and your life will change. Okay, your life will change and you will be healed. He will heal you from the inside out, and he will help you not just to escape, but also he will give you the faith to escape, but also to stay away, to stay free and to thrive afterward. Okay. All right, till next time, peace. God bless.